Greetings, celestial beings, YouTube fam, how's it going? I was originally gonna record this message last night, but I was just so exhausted and I felt like I needed to rest, and I was like, you know what? Let me trust that tomorrow will be the day to record this, because trust me, I wanted to record it right then and there when I got the message, or rather just the overall download. And I felt like I needed to share because I know that I'm not the only one feeling like this. And the overall message is to not give up. Like literally, do not give up. Do not go back to how things were just because they were comfortable and they were familiar and they made you feel safe, because that was just what you had been used to your whole life, or just for a long period of time. And to switch that up and to look forward to the next new thing is uncomfortable. Even though I may look like I'm just calm and enjoying outside and enjoying nature, which I am. But deep down, energetically, for a minute, I had been super uncomfortable. I still am uncomfortable as I'm in between my new life and my old life. And it's so easy to just give it all up because you're not seeing the results yet, or the tangible hasn't manifested, and you just know that what's inside here, what you created inside here, hasn't showed up yet. And that's why it's so easy to just give up on that and go back to what was working and what was just overall comfortable. Because it's funny, I was thinking on something, or reflecting on just the overall work that I had put in, and I made 2 videos about this already. I'll put those up here, in terms of just life and basking in the stillness of life. But all in all, when you're shifting realities and timelines and you're basking in what your soul has always longed for, meaning freedom. And real freedom isn't gonna feel peaceful at first. It feels like instability, disorientation, because we've all created identities and schedules around knowing what's next, meaning overall predictability, control, and instant answers. And I deeply resonate with that for myself, because I had been a student for majority of my life in school, elementary, middle, high school. I've gone to post-secondary. I've been in university. I've been in college. I've left both institutions because that just was not for me. But it's those kind of schedules that you're used to. Same with working, part-time or full-time. Your schedule's already made up for you, so you already know what's coming next. You already know what's happening for the rest of your week, or where you're expected to show up, and just the overall predictability in your schedule in that way. And then when you finally liberate yourself from that, it's like, whoa, something feels wrong or something feels off. But no, that's just the natural response when your nervous system has been programmed and operating a certain way for so long. So when you switch that up, damn right it's gonna feel uncomfortable. I was so uncomfortable because I just had no idea where I was going next and what was next for me, what was gonna be the next thing I was gonna step into, that I could not bask in the stillness of the present. I could not allow my nervous system to just chill and remind myself that I'm safe. Everything is good. And I've left behind so much, and I know you have left behind so much too, for the better, that you just can't go back to how things were. There's no way you can go back to how things were, because you will remember, and I know it for myself too, you remember exactly how you felt and how depleting it was, how draining it was to be at that job or to be involved in that relationship. or to be in that demographic with those kind of people, and just the overall people that were not good for you. And when you make room and you leave stuff behind, of course it brings forth a lot of things that are meant for you energetically, because you have to shift internally first in order for the external to reflect. And that's why it's super important to just hold on. Keep holding on. Because I feel it and I know it. Like, we're literally right there. We're literally right there. And this is just that final stretch, the final push, like, to really, nail it in. That, okay, I'm actually ready for this new beginning. I'm ready for this new journey. I'm ready for this new chapter of my life. I'm excited to finally live in a place where I'm creating, And it's not just somebody else imposing their beliefs on how I should live my life, and, me doing all these things so that I can get the thumbs up from society, or the thumbs up from mom and dad, or the thumbs up from this family member, that family member, these past people in my life, to get that stamp of approval, when in reality, we were all meant to just live life for ourselves and to always trust that inner calling and just pursue that soul purpose that we all were meant to eventually tap into and bring to life. Not just leave it as an idea and continue living our lives miserable, doing the things that we know does not make us happy and will not make us happy nor feel fulfilled. And that's why, for me personally, I can't go back, and I will not go back. And I have seen the signs, the synchronicities, and if you've been seeing 111 like crazy, 444, 555, like, you are being let known that the new beginnings is here, the new life is here, the life where you are now literally in, well, I would say the universe, the source is in the driver's seat and you're in the passenger seat, and you're just like, I want to go this place, I want to go that place, I want to do this, and source, the universe is like, got you, but you're not the one fully in control here, you know that, right? Like, that kind of energy. And it's so important to just bask in that, trust in that. Keep reassuring yourself and affirming yourself that that is what it is, that your new life is here. And time, yes, is an illusion. And at the same time, we need to allow time to do its thing in order for things to just line up the way it's supposed to. And we cannot look at the trees and the nature around us and, the society that we built together. Like, as a society, we collectively built the world around us. And, just seeing the animals and all the things that is in this world, and really doubt that this is not what's meant for us. And that this isn't all divine. Like, we as a society have did this, I'm looking around just at the buildings and the pathways and the roads and the buildings. Like, everything is so divine. It's so perfect, so beautiful, it's creation all around us. So how could we doubt that we are not creating our new life? And we've seen it where we have done things with certain intentions. For example, when I first got my first job, the intent was to, make money, because I thought that was my only way to make money. To devote myself to a retail job for almost 3 years. Until I decided, nah, I'm not doing it that way anymore. I know there's another way out there for me, and I'm gonna do it. And I have to trust that's just the divine path in my life, that yes, I was meant to work that job for however long so that I could learn what I needed to learn, experience what I needed to experience in order to move on to the next chapter. That job did not need to be my forever. That did not need to be my one and only source of income. And I let that job go happily because I was like, okay, I'm ready for the next thing. And that's divine. To know that there is just chapters and timelines in your whole entire journey that play out when they play. And I feel like, especially at this point in life too, I've realized that life is too short to play it small. Like one day, I'm gonna take my last breath, and obviously my impact on this world will not be underestimated. But at the same time, like, I would have lived it and then it's done. There will be no more bills to worry about, or no more grocery shopping to do, no more clothes to buy, and no more experiences to have, because that'll just be it. So really, why not just do all the things that I want to do scared? Why not just do it unsure? Because there will never be a moment when I'm fully ready. And if I just wait and wait and wait and wait, like, you're never gonna have the ideal moment, or never feel perfectly ready to start this business, or to do this project, or, you know, start making this kind of art for yourself, for the world. Like, you really just have the eternal now. And I've really honed in on embracing that mentality for myself, because I'm done playing small. I'm done suppressing my ideas and myself just because I don't think that they are worthy enough, or that I'm not deserving to have those experiences. You know, it's all coming, family. It's all coming. It's here, actually. It's already here, but yes, like, that's just the natural way of manifestation, where you know that it's done, and then there's no expectation to have that show up just right there and then, you know. Like, if you already know that it's done, there will be no need to worry about it. Because I feel like that's what 3D manifesting was all about for me, especially with working. Like, you work, you put in the hours, you're hustling, you already know that the paycheck's gonna come bi-weekly. You know that you're gonna get paid this, that, when the pay stub's available for you to see. And I'm tired of the cause and effect. I'd rather cause an effect with my feelings, my emotions, my imagination, my vibration, my consciousness, my energy. All these things I'm better off with now that I know better. And that's why I'm doing better. And I know better to not go back. And you know better not to go back to the things that made you miserable, to the things that made you unhappy, to things that did not make you fulfill, to the things that made you feel like you were meant to do something better, bigger, grand in this world. And that's why we just can't underestimate the mind. We can't underestimate that co-creation with the universe. Because no matter what you decide for yourself, you are so supported by the universe that it will just be. I was working my retail job for almost 3 years because I was comfortable, and that was what I was aligned with at the time. And so, you know, the universe wasn't going to infiltrate or mess with that, because I was just aligned with that energetically. And that's why the universe just let it be, because that's just what I intentionally but unintentionally at the same time wanted for myself. Where it's just like, I want the money, but like, that's the intention. But like, unintentionally, I was also manifesting just continuous overall lack of fulfillment and boredom and mundane things. And I've been able to shift out of that and have gratitude for that whole entire experience, actually, because it's like, wow, where would I be if I did not have that journey for myself? Who would I be if I did not embark on that journey and work all those hours I worked and, you know, put the time in that I did for someone else's revenue and income. Because that's the thing with capitalism, you know, and especially retail, like, you are just there to make the company richer. You're just there to help the money get made, and then you just get a very, very, very small percentage of that, even though you're literally helping to run the business and keep the business running. That's how it is. That's how it is. I ain't even gonna get into all that, because that is what it is. It's literally about to be a year since I left that job. And look at me now. Look at me now. And I have not worked a single job since. And heck yeah, I have pride in that, because I'm just not out here doing what everybody else is doing. And I'm following that inner knowing that yes, there is another way. I may not know what that looks like, and it's not my business to know what that looks like, to be honest, because it just takes away from just that surprise and that thrill of life. And control and predictability and having the answers right away it all stems from control and the ego to want to feel safe. But I'm learning to feel safe in not knowing the answers. I'm learning to feel safe in being swept off of my feet one day and having the surprises come when they're meant to come, and to just not have that expectation and that reliance on, you know, those tangible things happening in order to make my life great or to make my life, you know, a lot brighter. Like, the stillness and basking in that has just been more than enough for me, because I know it's what a lot of people long for and yearn for, especially if they work their 9-to-5s and they're just so depleted and they don't feel like, you know, it's serving their inner life purpose, their soul purpose. I'm grounding right now. I have not done this in about like 2 weeks or so. It feels so good, and the sun is literally just right on me. And I'm just looking at a whole bunch of greenery. Like, don't worry, I'm gonna show y'all, because this is amazing. Oopsies, what happened? Not sure what happened. Hopefully y'all caught it. But yeah, you're literally right there. We're literally right there. And it's at this point where a lot of people give up, because they perceive it as waiting. And it's just like, okay, yeah, waiting. Don't spend your time waiting. Spend your time living. Bask in the stillness before it all picks up. Don't wait in life is boring, life is mundane. I wonder when this is going to happen. I wonder when that's going to happen. It's none of your business. If you understand that you are doing a co-creation type of thing with the universe, you're not fully in control. So get your ego to quiet down a bit when it comes to those thoughts. I'm not saying kill the ego. We don't kill the ego around here. The ego is literally here to help us evolve and grow. We need that in this life. But really and truly, spend your time just living, relaxing. It's okay for you to relax. You are safe to relax. Because we all know humans were not meant to originally come on earth and work themselves to the bone and dedicate majority of their day, you know, the peak of their day, for somebody else. And doing that in ways that don't allow them to express their creativity, doesn't allow them to express their thoughts freely, to express themselves freely as a whole. Everybody got this mask on, you know, code switching in order to fit in and mask. But me, I'm done with all that. I'm done masking. I'm done dumbing myself down and suppressing all that kind of stuff just for the benefits of others, and being in environments where I know deep down my purpose is not being fulfilled. I have big dreams, I have big goals, I have big aspirations for myself, and I'm learning to trust in that and to live more in that, because it's not just something I'm feeling for no reason. Like, I've felt that so much. And I knew from even when I was a teenager that I was meant to change a lot of lives. And I first thought that looked like working in hospitals and working in healthcare, or being in classrooms and teaching. But I knew that I was meant to impact people in a different way, in a way that was authentic to me as well, and not just something that I internalized from somebody else. Because those previous career paths were very much influenced by those around me. And now that I know that I really want to help people on their journeys with enlightenment and growing in awareness and consciousness, that's what's for me. And I have big goals even beyond that, to help people with healing as a whole. I'm not here to dictate what that looks like to anybody, but I'm here to just influence, share, and never underestimate my impact on that person's life. And the same for you. So with your business, your project, your art, your overall creations, don't underestimate your impact with that, and don't underestimate how much space there is for you to express that and to go forward with that. There will always be space for you, even in these saturated fields. And I've been there myself, where I was just like, wow, like, this niche is so big, there's no way that I could ever have space in it. But that's all a lie. It's a lie that we tell us, because it's our inner self-worth speaking, being like, yeah, there's no way you could ever do that for yourself and do this and make that kind of money and all this kind of stuff. Like, you're gonna have to reprogram yourself and rewire your subconscious to elevate that self-worth, because you do deserve it. We all deserve a chance at this life doing whatever the heck we want. But especially just in that way, you know, just following our heart, not deciding to do things just because, you know, money is the end result. It's so depleting, so draining, so unfulfilling. But you are allowed to step into that creator mode and know, hey, I'm not alone in this. I'm fully supported in this. And I'm going to do it scared. I'm going to do it unsure. I'm going to do it unprepared. Because like I said, there will never be a moment where you're fully 100% ready. Like, yes, I can do this right now, right here. Like, you got to do it just all that you have right now, because that's really all that you have. And to have that gratitude is so key. So key, because it's so easy to live in lack. It's so easy to get up every day and be like, something in my life is missing. Something is missing. My life isn't whole. My life isn't full. You could have, for example, all this stuff in your fridge to eat, and you're like, I actually just want this other thing for today. Like, be grateful for what you have. Give thanks for what you have. Be thankful for what you have. Be thankful and grateful for all that you went through that has brought you to this moment. Be grateful for what already is for you and what is coming for you. Because what's for you will never miss you. And that's what I've just been reminding myself to as well. What's for me will never miss me. Because my life is divine. Like, everything that's happening for me is not an accident. There are no coincidences over here, at least. But you're literally right there. We're literally right there. We're so close. You just need to hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Because things are going to fully shift externally. And you got to be ready for it. And the beauty of it all is that it's really going to come when you least expect it to. And that's all because you've just been basking in that wholeness, knowing that you are complete. Every day is a great day. Every day is a beautiful day. Nothing is lacking in my life. I no longer feel out of place anymore. I like this new pace of life that I have going on for myself. All these things that you affirm to yourself, knowing that yes, I am in my best possible timeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in my best possible timeline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everything works out for my highest good. Everything is working out in my favor. These are all the things that we are choosing to entertain in our mind. Not all the things that we lack or the things that we feel like we need in order to make ourselves feel whole and complete. Like, none of that. And that is the powerful saying, I am this, I am that. I am. And you embody it, and you just watch how everything shifts in your favor, and how everything shifts and aligns with your awareness, and your energy, and your vibration. Knowing that your attention, therefore your energy, is also currency. So really choose how you are spending it, and where you are directing it to, what you are allowing to have your energy and your attention. I hope that makes sense. I feel like that makes sense. You're literally right there. I can't emphasize that enough. You're literally right there. We are already about to be half a year into the year 2024, at least if you're following Gregorian calendar. My new year already started in March, so it's still pretty new to me. But, if we're talking the general calendar, yes, we're basically almost a half a year in. Like, really look back on even just January alone and how far you've come. And every day might seem like a blur looking back on it, because things were just moving so fast. But take some time to reflect on how far you've come, what you had to let go and what you chose to let go for the better, to make room for the new and the more aligned stuff to come in. Saying goodbye to all the things that you were comfortable and familiar and safe with. And give yourself the self-compassion, the grace, the love, and all the flowers that you deserve. Because it was not easy. In a world where they are constantly dictating to you what to do with your life and how to live your life, you know that it was not easy. Celebrate yourself. This is your winning season. It's about to be payout season. When you do this inner work, it doesn't go unnoticed. It never goes unnoticed. Especially when you were doing things for the better. When you're doing things to feel more aligned, to feel more alive. To feel like, yes, I am living for myself. This is not easy stuff. Give yourself the flowers you deserve. Like, if I had a whole bouquet here for you, like, I'd be like, yeah, here, these are your flowers. Like, they If I can get flowers that can fill up this space right here, yeah, like that'd be for you, because it was not easy. I know it, because I was there right with y'all. From September 2024, I had been putting in the work to change my life and to live the life that I know was fated for me. And that's the thing with all the stuff that's going to come in for you. You can be shocked, but don't go back into this, oh, do I even deserve this? Am I worthy of this? You put in the work. You called it in. You literally called it in. Whatever's coming in for you, feel safe with it. Feel deserving of it. Feel worthy of it. Feel grateful for it, because that was fated for you. It is fated for you. You put the work in, you get the payout. Things are looking so beautiful for you. They already do, but they are going to continue looking beautiful. And just better, greater, more amazing. You're going to have more things to be grateful for. You're right there. You're right there. You're right there. Don't be fooled by your eyes and what you see. When you have the internal knowing, there's no need to depend and wait on the external. It happens when it happens. It comes when it comes. The opportunities will be there when they're there. But life in general is just gonna keep evolving for you. It's fated. Knowing that that's what you are at your core, an evolving soul, an evolving being. It's fated. It's fated. So. Man, oh man. I'm so excited for the summer. So excited to be out more like this. Where I'm from in Canada, man, we don't get this all year round. About a third of our year or so is just snow and cold. You can still ground, but when it's negative, this, that, and you got all the snow on the floor, and trees are just naked. But now, look at that. Look behind me. Everything's blooming again, blossoming again. And I know that you're also aligned with that energy too, where, January and winter as a whole, well, depending on what hemisphere you're in, but, January was winter for me. So naturally, I was like hibernating. Same with February. And then March, I started to come out a bit more, and that's when I did my fast and started to reset. And April has just been super, super beautiful for me too. And now, here we are in May. June is to follow. Summer is coming. And I just aspire that you are excited and just ready for all that you deserve. Know that it's what you deserve, and it's what you have worked so hard internally for, and even externally too, because when you're creating as well with art or making a business, doing whatever you plan to do and pursue, it requires a lot of physical input as well. But all that's paying off. It's paying off for you. And it's gonna shock you. You're gonna be surprised at how powerful you are. Literally got that master manifester energy going on. So yes, you might be really shocked at just how powerful you are and just how powerful your mind is. But you deserve it. And it was fated for you. It was always fated for you. From when you took that first breath in this world, it was fated. It was destined. So once again, if you believe and you have the knowing that everything is divine, the nature around you is divine, Everything that has happened in your life until now is divine. Same thing for what's to come. Don't spend it waiting. Spend it living. Spend it basking in the beauty of what your life is right now, and also knowing that there's more to come. It doesn't just end here. It doesn't just stop here. Life may be still, but that's not the end of your story. I'm so excited for you guys. So excited. Just as excited as I am for myself, because I know, although I don't see the tangible yet, that doesn't mean anything. Source is meeting me where I'm at energetically, and where I'm at in terms of what I believe that I deserve, and what I think I deserve, and what I think, overall about myself and the life that I'm meant to live. I'm being met at where I'm at. I'm being met where I'm at. Yeah. That's the message. Thank you for existing. Thank you for contributing to the world in a way that's elevating people, lifting them up, encouraging people, inspiring people, helping people feel more loved, more accepted, and that they just belong. We're told so much to stay within the box, to not do too much, stay within our comfort zone. But nah, for me, I'm taking risks. I don't even want to call them risks, but take the leap of faith. Jump. Trust that you are going to be caught every single time. The brave are highly favored. There's a space out there for you. No matter what you decide to do, or what you choose to embark in with your next journey, or embark on, there's space for you. I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. And I feel you. The discomfort and the stillness, everything that had to fall apart in your life in order for the new life to come in hasn't been easy. But you did that. You did that. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, yeah, I did that. It was so easy for me to just turn back, but I did that. And you're too far to go back. You know if you go back, you're going to be very, very unhappy. But to move forward and to trust, to know that it's all going to work out, it's beautiful. We are really so comfortable and safe with just having all the answers, and I get it. That's just how it is. The mind and the ego wants to feel safe and comfortable in what has just been routine. But this next new journey is about to be the next new level of comfort for you. You're gonna be uncomfortable going back into the old life or thinking about the old life. You'll be like, I could not go back to my old life. I'm good here. That's the energy. Oh man, this has been so great for me. Wow. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this video here. I'm gonna say it one last time. You're literally right there. And you've come way too far to turn back. You know deep down that your soul won't even allow you to go back. And there's no more of that, I've been hearing that this is happening, but I don't see it. Stop trusting your sight so much like that. That's how it works when you're 3D manifesting, like I said, with your job, cause and effect. I put in the hours for work, I know I'm gonna get the paycheck, and when I'm gonna get the paycheck, and how much the paycheck's gonna be. But when you're co-creating, you're no longer fully in control, and you're gonna have to be comfortable with not having the answers. At least not right away, or when you're seeking them. The answers will come when they come, they will find you. Pay extra attention to just all that's going on around you. The thoughts that you are having in your head. And the thoughts that you are going to choose to have about yourself and your own life. We are constantly speaking things over ourselves every day. So it's important to just be aware of that. Have more awareness on that. How we are choosing to speak. Thoughts that we are choosing to entertain and observe. And react to. What's happening? I think this is it for this video. Things are getting so much greater. Oh man. I'm gonna have a nice walk after this through the neighborhood. And then I'm gonna have myself a great rest of my day. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for existing. Thank you for growing in authenticity. Thank you for choosing to not be like the rest, all to risk the feeling of not belonging. You were born to stand out, so why camouflage? And that goes for many, many things, so that's all for me. From me to you, peace and love, peace and love. This is what grounding does to you. I feel so zen right now. I'm really about to go hug a tree, okay? So, I love you. Till next time.